You just might hit a trigger or two today. Not supposed to be there. That's what I'm gonna call this one. All right, I'm gonna give people a chance to come in. I'm just trigger the other. Somebody hit my trigger. Y'all know me. I have a vaccine trigger. Come on. I have a hang on. I gotta press buttons. This is where the sound gets a little weird. I have a vaccine trigger, man. I do. I'm working on it. It's hard to deal with my vaccine trigger. I have a synthetic drug chemical destroy the environment and human body trigger. I have a non-scientific, I'ma pretend that I know what I'm doing with vaccines trigger. I have a chemotherapy drug trigger. I do. Somebody hit it the other day. That was a good brother, Al. Good brother. But he hit the trigger. And of course that led it to, I was trying to go to sleep. I couldn't go to sleep. I was like, why are y'all trusting corporations? What the heck is wrong with you? Like, I have a theory. There's certain things that in places they're not supposed to be. And sometimes you got to be the not supposed to be there police. Sometimes you got to help people. See, yeah, you ain't supposed to be there. See the cat over there. The German Shepherd's up there. Something not supposed to be there. Not supposed to be there. Sometimes you got to pick up your cell phone, not supposed to be there. Lord. So how all this got started? How did all this get started? Brother Al, I think it was Brother Billy, a couple of, we were having some conversations about vaccines on the thread. Posted a meme. I have this theory, right? I'll see if I can find the meme. I don't know if the meme is still here. I have a theory that the human brain is like a circuit board. Right? I could be right, could be wrong. It's got neurons, they operate on electricity, right? They send signals back and forth. There are various things that interrupt those signals. Aluminum happens to be one of those things. Metal, aluminum dioxide, aluminum salts, whatever you want to call it. Thimerosal, mercury, whatever. And I guess I hit one of his triggers. He said, it's not aluminum in vaccines. Like, yeah, I know that. I know this. But it's something in vaccines that's not supposed to be there. Not in the vaccine, but in the brain of a child. So of course that hits, oh man, I'm not gonna be able to show it to you. I'm going down my thread. I didn't know I was that upset. I wasn't upset. I was just not supposed to be there. I can't go to the bottom of my thread, it's too long. Y'all tell me I was this verbal. It's not supposed to be there. I have a theory. Evidence of propaganda, right? Like, how do we know when we're brainwashed? Am I saying people who believe in vaccines are brainwashed? I'm not. Yeah, I am saying that. Yes, I am. Never mind, take it back. I'm totally saying that. You're totally brainwashed. Yes, absolutely. But by the same token, people who believe in cars are brainwashed, okay? People who believe in jets are brainwashed. Not all jets work the same. Not all jets fly. Some of them do this. Some of them crash. Some cars light on fire. The Pluto car, we went through this. So I don't believe in extremities. And I think, this is what I think. You don't get to pick and choose the brainwashing that you get to keep, right? If it's either true or it's not true, right? It's either good or it's not good. And if it's not good, if it's your belief or your faith, you need to keep it to yourself, right? Keep it to yourself. Don't put vaccines in other people because it's not supposed to be there. Individuality, thank you. Not supposed to be there. I got a theory. Hold on. I love this lady. I know y'all hate her. Y'all hate her to death. I don't. I love this lady to death. This lady, I don't even know her name. What's her name? I don't even know her name. I love this lady to death. Because I'm not supposed to be their police. Now, mind you, she was subject to her own little brainwashing. You know who she is. She's the one where, I forgot what state it was, but there's some black people having a barbecue. Not supposed, hey, not supposed to be barbecuing around here. Now, it could have just been because they was barbecuing. Could have been. A lot of people say it's because they were black. Hey, I don't go there. Listen, I don't play the race games. I have no interest in any of that. All I know, she was taught and raised, believed, given all the beliefs she needed to believe not supposed to be there. I was dying. Hold on, let me show. I gotta change my background. Hold on, I gotta change my back. This was hilarious. I saw this. I don't know why. Y'all going to jail. Y'all going to prison. That's all I'm saying. I saw y'all the funniest. Hang on, let me see if I can do this. It's gonna take me a minute. I gotta bring it down. Bring it down. Brother Young come in and tell me I'm drinking too much coffee. Not supposed to be there. There's some things, people, in the world that's not supposed to be there. And when you see those things, you're supposed to say something. Not supposed to be there. Hold on. Uh-oh. Let me see. I'm gonna do it. I gotta do it right there, right there. Like, did y'all see this picture? I was dying when I saw this. I have to manipulate myself. Oh my God, somebody did this. Y'all are hilarious. Y'all not supposed to be there. Hey. All right, let me take that one. That not supposed to be there. Listen, this lady is on it. But you know what? This is what I think. All right, this is where I'm going. Hold on. Let me stop with the not supposed to be there lady. I think there's certain things that aren't supposed to be there, right? Because we're trained, we're indoctrinated, we're given all the information that we have. This lady, she grew up, she's supposed to believe certain things, got the laws, whatever. Y'all not supposed to be there. Vaccines in a human's brain, not supposed to be there, period. Chemotherapy drugs in a human being, not supposed to be there. Synthetic drugs, not supposed to be there. None of that's supposed to be there. You don't get to pick and choose the corporations that we choose, that we utilize, and we keep in power to change the world. Here's my thought. You cannot change the world with the same corporations that broke it. It doesn't work that way, baby. You can't change the world with the same political parties that broke it because they work for the corporations. It doesn't work that way, baby. You can't change the world with the same nations and the same foreign policies. It doesn't work that way. They broke it. Okay? The pharmaceutical companies were in league with all of this. This is why they're rolling out vaccines everywhere, okay? They buy politicians, they buy the laws, they enjoy the wars. Why do they need the wars too? Like the chemical companies and everybody else? Because they can't sell anything over there until they get a bunch of dumb people over there listening to the media, doing the whole Edward Bernays brainwashing your brain so you believe in these things. I'm not trying to get excited, but I'm playing not supposed to be there, not supposed to be there. All right, this is the game. This is the game, right? What is sustainability? Sustainability is all of this ecosystems and everything working the way it's supposed to. But if you find something that's not supposed to be there, then it's evidence that you've been brainwashed. It's evidence that you've been given propaganda. You've been taught something. You've been walked into some sort of a religious belief. That's not true. It's not sustainable. Not supposed to be there. Coca-Cola, Pepsi in your body, not supposed to be there. I posted this thing last night and I was having some fun. I was just like, wow, how do you get to keep your corporate brainwashing and everybody else got to get rid of this? Not supposed to be there, baby. So listen, there was one with asbestos and the baby had an asbestos teddy bear. I'm not sure where it came from. I'm not sure what corporation. I'll say DuPont put that one out. I don't know who put it out. It's an advertisement because they walk people into these beliefs. What was it, 1940, whenever it was, the guy invented asbestos and it's fire retardant and it's safe. And he starts rolling it out. Corporation. Why? Corporations got to make money. And they come up with this propaganda. You want your baby to be safe. So give him pajamas and a bear costume that's made out of asbestos. Why? Because you need to be safe. I'm not a corporation guy. I'm not. You get me to just buy into this whole, it's not supposed to be there, but it's supposed to be there and it's good. No, I'm with her, with the lady, what's her name, Jenny? I'm gonna call her Jenny, I don't even know her name. Listen, not supposed to be there, okay? If you got American troops in a country that's not America, not supposed to be there. Not supposed to be there, like Iraq. What was in the news this morning? Oh my goodness. Iraq has energy problems. Explain to me how the biggest manufacturer, miner, whatever you want to call it, of oil on the planet, the #1 source of energy, runs out of electricity. They're actually getting electricity from a neighboring country. Explain this to me, because America was in Iraq. Not supposed to be there. It's not sustainable. Not supposed to be there. It's very simple. It's a very simple thing. Aspartame, not supposed to be there. You know, chemtrails. I don't know what's coming out the back of these damn airplanes, but it's sitting in the sky. Not supposed to be there. Whether it's JP4 residue, aluminum, dioxide, fly ash, doesn't matter. Not supposed to be there, baby. Not supposed to be there. None of it. That's how you identify you've been propagandized. We go through this with Edward Bernays all the time. Not supposed to be there. Where's my picture at? Go back. If you're born in America in 1937, damn it, you know, you're not supposed to have a million black people in DC. Not supposed to be there. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, this meme was killing me. This meme, it is. So you don't get to determine which corporations' lies get to be sustainable. You know, I don't know if some of these people work for the pharmaceutical companies. I don't know who Brother Al works for. I don't know. But if you don't get to tell other people what goes in their body, right? This is all brainwashing. This is this Edward Bernays propaganda stuff. Why do you eat eggs and bacon for breakfast? Because Edward Bernays told you to. That is why. There is no other reason. And then you were born into a culture, brainwash your grandparents, brainwash your parents, brainwash you, raise you to believe you're supposed to eat eggs and bacon for breakfast, and so you eat eggs and bacon for breakfast. Guess what? We find out, I said, well, what's wrong with eggs and bacon? Damn it. If you take 240 million people and you convince them they're supposed to eat eggs and bacon for breakfast, how do you think that's going to work out for the chicken? How do you think that's going to work out for the bacon? Right? Now we know what's the #1 killer of human beings in this country anyway. It's cardiovascular disease. Where does that come from? Eggs, bacon. Not supposed to be there. Look, I'm not gonna tell you what to believe. I don't care what you believe. I honestly don't. Listen. You want to put eggs and bacon in your body? That's your business. You want to put vaccines in your body? That's your business. You want to put chemotherapy drugs and bear aspirin and everything that everybody tells you that's good for you and you believe because they got a white lab coat on, that's your business. But guess what? I have a different psychological makeup and an intellect. It tells me that's not supposed to be there. I'm not supposed to have metals in my body. And I don't care if it's broken down in aluminum salt, aluminum this, mercury 2,737. I don't care. I'm not a chemist, neither are you. I don't care about none of that. If you have doctors on this side of the debate and scientists on this side of the debate saying vaccines are safe and effective, and you got doctors and you got chemists on the other side of the debate saying vaccines are not safe nor are they effective, that's called an experiment. Not supposed to be in any child anywhere on this planet by force. Not supposed to be there. Right? Going through the news. I was looking at the news this morning, and this is all I see. I think not supposed to be there should be a thing. I think one of y'all famous people, y'all should make a hashtag not supposed to be. If we find something that's not supposed to be there, then we got Yemen. Why is Saudi Arabia and Yemen not supposed to be there? A lot of people gonna die getting murdered. Why is China all over Africa rolling out infrastructure? Now, whether they mean well or not, which they don't, it's just corporations, man. This is all anti-corporation stuff. This is who I am. I don't believe in big corporations. Why? Because their bottom line is the bottom line. That's why. You know, what about capitalists at? They here today. They want to debate me. No, well, capitalism's a great thing. That's great. But you never had capitalism and you never will, because it's always going to be crony. Everything is always crony because the people in power make sure that it's crony. It's like, because the debate is this, well, corporations, they make money from solving problems. Yeah, they do. About 1%, 0.5% of the time. The rest of the time, they make money from lying to you and making you believe you need something you don't need. Look, research Edward Bernays. Go back, pay attention. So they take away your thought. Like corporations, they what to do? They make money from solving problems. Yes. But one day they figure they can give you the problem. Now they give you the problem. Now they get to solve the problem. Right? One day they were convinced, they understood through Edward Bernays, if they could convince you through your emotion that you need something that you don't need, through your feelings that it just feel good, but it's not sustainable, it's not supposed to be there, that you'll do it, that you'll pick up a cigarette and you'll call them torches of freedom and you'll go on TV. When was that? In the What is that, 1950s, 1960s? The women did that, went on there, Edward Bernays, they got the cigarettes, and at the right moment during the protest, they all took out the cigarette, the freedom torches. These are penises. Because he had this theory, right? That men use cigarettes. They were like phallus, psychological phalluses, right? That's why they'd smoke them. And would the rich fat cats smoke? They didn't smoke the little cigarettes. They smoked little thins. They had the big fat cigars, the long ones, right? Because that's the robber baron. That's the railroad tycoon. You see where I'm going with that? And so the women took out their cigarettes and they smoked them. Edward Bernays, pay attention. But I think evidence, 1930s, thank you, Cesar, right. But the evidence that you've been propagandized is not supposed to be there. It's just a statement for sustainability. If there is something unsustainable in a place that requires sustainability, it's not supposed to be there. And if you're fighting for it, you're not fighting on the right side of that fight. You're fighting on the side of the corporations. We talked about the sturgeon. Glyphosate in the ecosystem, not supposed to be there. All the 12 popular pesticides destroying the waterways all over this planet, not supposed to be there. Those chemicals don't belong in those ecosystems. If you are fighting to keep spraying pesticides and herbicides on crop, you've been propagandized. I think not supposed to be there everything. I think this lady, where's she at? Right over here. Jenny, I forgot her name. I didn't think she solved everything. And I think y'all need to pay attention. See something, say something. That's what these kids do when it comes to value. That's what I'm saying. I don't play when it comes to your product in somebody else's body. That's your product. Here's an example. Let me see if I can find a picture. Let me find a picture. Sometimes pictures help you. Oh no, here's another. Oh, it's a different one. Not supposed to be there. Look at this right here. What is that? It's an ancient carving. What is that? What kind of dinosaur is that? The dinosaurs that didn't walk with people. So explain to me. This was in was it Göbekli Tepe? I think. I don't know. Not supposed to be there. That's the not supposed to be there. Police people like, whoa, hang on. Whoa, archaeologists, hold on. Whoa. Slow down. Now we know y'all are largely Christian based, and you got your philosophies at a time when they thought the planet was 3,000 years old. But if ancient people carving dinosaurs into glyphs in Göbekli Tepe, that's not supposed to be there. Something wrong. Somebody lying to me. Somebody in propaganda. Because man is a lot older than we think. A whole lot of good examples. But I want to take somewhere else. What is that called? It's called UParts. That's why I love to study ancient archaeology. I love it to death. They're called UParts. They're what does it stand for? Artifacts out of place, or out of place artifacts. Things that aren't supposed to be there. Things that give you a hint and a key in that you've been propagandized. A key in that people colonized this whole damn planet, burned everybody's history, destroyed all the tribes, everything everybody knew, and they gave you a lie of a history that we was unga bunga cavemen till they came along. We weren't civilized. Right? Because that's more propaganda. If the people before us, they were pagans and they murdered people. You can't even go to South America without somebody explaining to you how everybody was sacrificing bloody and children on the pyramids, just had blood rolling down. Why? Because they're pagans and they're evil. You got to embrace the colonized world. Because before us, everything was evil. And that's not the case. How come every time they find an ancient site, it's got to be a temple or something? Oh, it's always got an altar. They sacrifice people. That's all they did, because you're being propagandized. Out of place artifacts. What's the place? Oh, all over the world. Doesn't even matter. All over the world, they're finding stones that are cut in ways that you need lasers to cut. We can't even make some of those stones today. They're out of place, not supposed to be there, baby. None of that's supposed to be there because we've been lied to about what we are. We've been lied to about who we are. I was thinking about it, so I think, hang on, let me show you something. Let me go ahead and get in trouble. Let me go ahead and get in trouble. I am a grown adult. Hold on, let me show you this. Let me show you this. See if I hit somebody's trigger. I'm a grown adult that believes in angels. I do. I don't know what they are. I have no idea what they are. They could be energy. They could be multi-dimensional creatures. They could be quantum physics. I don't know, but not supposed to be there. If we are just some primordial soup goo microorganisms stitched together and we're no different than an elephant, a monkey, or a bazubo. Is that an animal? I don't think it's an animal. A bonobo. Not supposed to be there. Not supposed to be there. You're being propagandized to believe that we're dumb as all the other animals. So I'm an adult. Uh-oh. I don't believe no. I don't believe no damn mosquito. Somebody let a mosquito. Oh, that's not a mosquito. Not supposed to be. Not supposed to be there. The damn mosquito is supposed to be in here. Not supposed to be there. So, all right, so I'm gonna go with you. So, yeah, I'm an adult that believes in angels. That was a funny thing in America. Y'all remember after the elections, a lot of memes going around. We live in a country where grown adults actually believe in angels. Ha 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 ha. Well, it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. It actually is. It's really funny. It is because nobody. I haven't seen none. I personally, they don't talk to me. If they talking, at least they don't talk to me in an audible voice anyway. I'm not like your presidents who all get talked to in audible voices by angels. I don't think those are angels. But anyway, I believe in angels. But I don't believe that the angels are the ones behind the vaccines. I don't believe vaccines are holy. I don't believe they're in Santa's workshop making vaccines and they're perfect and pure and everybody has to have them. Nobody ever had them since the beginning of damn time for 200,000 years or millions of years of human beings and monkeys and animals and giraffes and everybody been here. Nobody had them damn stupid products. So I don't believe that you should be able to force them on anybody. Not supposed to be there. No, I don't believe. This is why I'm saying vaccines to me, it's a religion. It is a faith and a religion. And people are gaslit into believing it. This is why I bothered your thread all last night, posting all of these pictures of advertisements from corporations that are selling things that ended up killing people, right? DDT. You know, oh, I'm safe because they had a little picture like, I'm safe because of the DDT, till you find out it's killing people. Asbestos, I'm safe because the asbestos, find out it's giving lung cancer. they even had one with the lard. Did y'all see the one with lard? Everybody used to cook with lard. That's just what it meant. They're like, we're standing tall and proud because we eat lard. Yeah, you standing tall and proud now. By the time you're 57, you're going to be in a casket laying on your butt. You're not supposed to eat no damn lard. Although it's good in custard, but that's not the point. That's not the point. Not supposed to be there. I think not supposed to be there is the key in how we evolve and we move forward. If something is out of place, if something's not supposed to be there and we're fighting and we're cheering that we should keep it there, oh man, that's evidence that you've been gaslit, brainwashed. Greece right now on fire. Y'all know this? Do y'all know that Greece has wildfires everywhere? Why? It's probably because the U.S. government got HARP. It's probably the same reason the California wildfires. Not supposed to be there. Your government is not supposed to have energy weapons, man. Your government's not even supposed to be working on weapons, let alone using atmospheric disturbances with microelectronics to change the weather. Not supposed to be there. Right? That's stupid. That's going to cause problems. I'm sitting here in damn Pennsylvania. You know, it's supposed to be 102 degrees. And in the middle of summer right now, it's been raining for the past week and a half. Every day it rains all day long. It takes breaks for 15, 20 minutes. And then the clouds start throwing up on us again. This is not normal. Not supposed to be there. Not supposed to be the weather. Now, mind you, climates always change. That's my position on climate change. Things always change. But when you see something that's not right, remember that game we used to play? What was it? Sesame Street, something like that. One of these things is not like the other. One of these things just isn't the same. One of these things, if it's a cat in front of some damn German Shepherds, now it's time to get the hell out of Dodge. Pick up your phone and call somebody. I don't know. I just made all that up. But I'm just saying, not supposed to be there, right? We got a world to change, people. We have a world to change, and we can't change the world embracing the corporations, giving them money, working for them, continuing to push their propaganda, forcing people to take vaccines, forcing people to always listen to your doctor. I am not an ask your doctor person. I am not. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't care if I get in trouble. I am a ask your healer person. Man, some of those healers are doctors because we got a lot of doctors that are coming back from crazy, stupid corporate land that believe in all these things that nobody actually knows. Right? Like again, it's hacking. It's like GMOs, the same thing. When it comes to vaccine, synthetic drugs, it's all the same. You know, so I'm not anti-vaccine. I'm not supposed to be there. Right? That's how I am. Like the chemotherapy drugs, right? Not supposed to be there. You're not supposed to attack the human inflammation, the human immune system when it's trying to solve a problem. You're not supposed to do that. Now, mind you, there are extreme conditions where the person might die unless we do something dumb. Then that's when your pharmaceutical drugs come in. But short of that, you're not supposed to do that. Now, mind you, self-determination, if you want to do that, if you believe that that guy, because the guy got a lab coat on and he's coughing and smoking his cigarette, eating his lard, about to die, if you believe him or her, then okay, you can do that because that's your body. You can put something that's not supposed to be there in there and you can make those decisions. But when it comes to all of this stuff, like the whole world is broken, and I think it's all about not supposed to be there. I think we agree with unsustainable things in sustainable systems. Like we were saying the other day, you can't have a secure system. You can't have a sustainable system within you can't have a sustainable system if there's unsustainability in there, anywhere in there. It's impossible. So it's just logic, right? It's logic. If you listen to what Edward Bernays talked about in psychology, what he got from Sigmund Freud, is that if you can convince somebody emotionally that they need something, even though they don't need it, they'll go for it, right? Critical thought isn't dead. You know, people aren't dumb. People are just brainwashed. They're propagandized. They're given so much crap that they don't think because they don't have to. Right? All the data they're given is wrong. So the minute you say something about vaccines, the first thing, what do? Oh, well, you want to be careful what you say about vaccines because, you know, you don't want to take an extreme position. There's nothing more extreme than putting a chemical in the human body or a metal that's never been there for 200,000 years or millions of years. We've been there. Not supposed to be there. The extreme position is believing a corporation that's okay with murdering people. Like I got this sister on the thread, she posted, I appreciate your testimony. I forgot her name, but we all know people that the doctors have killed. We all know people that the pharmaceutical companies have killed. And it's never a good death. It's always a miserable, painful death, right? Because these people don't know what they're doing, which is why they operate on percentages. If it helps 80% of the population, they do the math, you get to 20% of the people die, get some disease, you know, bleeding out the anus, whatever. Oh, we're okay with that because we make big money on the 80%. And so they take the risk and they're willing to pay out everybody on the 20% as long as the 80% show good effects, right? As long as the 80%, it masks the symptoms to a point where they'll rebuy the drug. They're good with it. They're okay with you dying. They don't give a damn. You're in the 20%. It's not because corporations are evil. Pharmaceutical companies are not evil. It's just mathematics, right? It's just profit. In order to beat the other pharmaceutical company out, they have to manufacture this so that it makes money. They got to pay for the research and they got to make billions of dollars. So it's not that anybody's evil. And this is where it comes back to the whole vaccine thing, right? They don't care that 5% die. It's not their job to care. You know, and this was the debate point that I'm often given is, well, you know, but why would we want to kill our customers? Oh, no, you don't want to kill your customers. You're just killing 2%. As long as the return on investment, the numbers work out, right? That's what it is. Well, you know, we'll prove that the metals in the brain interfere with the neurons. Well, outside of the damn doctor who did the scientific test to prove that the aluminum that's used in the vaccine, whatever you want to call it, aluminum salt dioxide, whatever, I posted a video and it showed problems with the neurons in the mice. So we know they interfere. But outside of that, because that's stupid land, I hate getting walked into the conversation, right? Like I hate it when the debate becomes, oh, well, you dumb citizens need to prove that our chemical is killing you before we stop forcing it on you. No, we don't. We don't. That is a product. It is your product. It is your snake oil. Whether it's provable or not, that's on you to prove to people that it's safe. If people don't want to buy your product, you can't have an authoritarian, draconian, tyrannical government that forces everybody to take them just because you brainwash and propagandize the majority of the population that all of them work all the time and they're dumb enough. They're propagandized enough to believe that. You can't force that on the majority of people on this planet. Like, you can't let them set up the debate. The debate isn't you need to prove vaccines are harmful. You need to prove that they actually aren't killing people. You need to prove that the billions paid out in the vaccine defense fund isn't being paid out because that mathematics worked out that you're okay with that 0.01%, like the whistleblower said from the CDC, that it causes autism. You need to prove that. He doesn't need to whistleblow that. You shouldn't have done it to begin with. It's not on the doctors and the scientists' side now who are anti-vax or slow down on the vax. Don't give vax to kids 0 to 3. And it might even be that. It might even be that you can't give certain vaccines to children under the age of 3. But we can't even have a logical conversation because you're so brainwashed into your vaccine religion. Cut it out. Cut it out. Like I said, I believe in angels, man. I do. But I don't put my angels in a tube with a needle and inject it into your children, right? That's my belief, man. I think Christ was real, and I think that he was a real creature. I believe that there's a whole bunch of other real creatures we don't know nothing about too. I don't think I'm a typical Christian or whatever, but that's my belief. And the reason why it is a belief because I don't know. That's why I keep it in me. I don't take it out, put it in a tube, call it a angel vaccine, and inject it in you. Your beliefs are for you. My beliefs are for me because I don't watch your news. I don't watch your propaganda. I used to work for your pharmaceutical companies. I don't anymore. Okay. I don't believe them. I know that they're a corporation and they're about the bottom line. I know that a lot of good people work for these corporations. A lot of good people are in government too. But the system right now is not designed for good people to have a voice. It's not designed for the good doctors to speak up. It's designed for the doctors who actually want to have a mortgage, actually want to keep driving their car and put their kids through school. It's designed for them to be quiet. Okay? I know I'm bring it down. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna bring it down, but it's not supposed to be there. Why is China helping out in Africa? Because America, France, and the rest of these countries were destroying the country, and so the people can't even survive, live, and find food. They've been bombed back to the third world and kept into the fourth world if they didn't do what America and the rest of these corporations wanted, which is to give them cheap minerals and send their kids, shove them down in the holes to go get their coltan for them, right? China's not supposed to be there because America wasn't supposed to be there to begin with. Neither was Western, any of them. Not supposed to be there, right? Hundreds right now, what is it? And where was that, in Thailand, somewhere in Malaysia? All the flooding that's happening and hundreds of people are lost because the dam broke because we're in the monsoon season. Guess what? The people, y'all wasn't supposed to be there. You're not supposed to be under the dam. But more importantly, where are the American soldiers? Where are the France's soldiers? Where's UK? Where are the developed world's people who can save those people? They're off murdering other people. They're off making weapons of mass destruction and fighting other poor people instead of go help those poor people. Not supposed to be there. When your military is around the world and supposed to be, we're bringing freedom and democracy, we're saving lives, and what does America stand for? Which is why I keep watching that. If y'all haven't watched that video, I'm gonna have to post it again. If y'all did not watch Sister Deb's quick 5-minute, what did she call the video? She called, somebody will post it. I don't post it. She called the video, "Shut the F Up." Now, I wish I could do that. I can't speak like that. I wish I could talk like that. I wish I could do that, but Deb laid it out. I watch that video twice a day. In certain times and places where the colorful metaphors are needed. And her point was simply this: shut the F up. You mean to tell me that you want to get rid of Trump because he doesn't stand what America stands for? He doesn't stand for what America stands for? You don't even know who America is. You have no idea. You must be lost, blind, crippled, crazy, and stupid. America, not what America was founded on, not what real patriots of America believe in, but what the fake patriots believe in today, the propagandized patriots. America wasn't founded. The principles, now what's utilized for, the principles, it wasn't founded on murder, death, war, destruction, poisoning people, poisoning the water system, the ecosystems, taking people's land, shooting people, throwing them in cages. That's what America is doing. That's what it's been doing probably since the beginning. What it was founded on never came to fruition. The corporations bought that from the very beginning, and they've been buying legislation since. Trump stands for everything America believes in. So did Obama, which is why they call him Obama. Okay? He bombed the hell out of the world. Trump is about to invade Iran. Why? Because these men don't make their decisions. That is how this all right, I'm gonna look at comments. But y'all need to watch it. Y'all need, Sister Deb done laid, somebody posted? Yeah, somebody posted. I think Nancy. Thank you, Nancy. I think Nancy just posted it. She laid it out raw and flat. Listen to the people that aren't taking sides in none of this nonsense, right? Trump is the perfect president for America and the way it's going. And unfortunately, so is Obama. Not the personal men, because you don't know who they are personally. You'll never get to meet them. You'll never, ever be exposed to the things that they actually want to do, if they do want to do good. You're only exposed to what the corporations tell them to do, because the same corporations and industries are behind all of the presidents, behind this nation that's invading the world. This is why I have my trigger for vaccines. This is what I do. I have my trigger for war. I have my trigger because you don't get to choose your demons. You don't get to, yeah, we're going to be truth tellers 98% of the time, but when the 2% hits something that I'm propagandized to believe, I'm going to go with that. There isn't a person on this planet who actually knows how the immune system works. Not one. Not one. We don't have the technology to look in to determine what these drugs do and these metals do in the human body. No one. You can't force your corporate product on anybody. That's why you have to keep calling it a product. All right, let me slow down. I'm sorry. Woosah. I didn't do any meditation this morning, y'all. I didn't do my meditation. All right. I'm sorry. I felt I had to explain it. People start saying, you don't know what you're talking about. Vaccines are safe and effective, and there's no aluminum in there. That's not the point. They're not supposed to be in babies. It's a corporation. We have a long history of corporations lying to you to get you to buy things and be okay with them. Like I was talking about the other day. I know I'm trying to slow down, but it keeps coming to me. We were talking about music and how they use music to turn the adults against the children. You know, how rock and roll for the most part went away because it was positive and stand up for yourself, and it was rebel rousing, made you feel good. You know, put on some AC/DC, you know, ride down the road. You know, you put on some rap, some hip hop, and KRS-One, he's speaking to you in some knowledge, making you a better person. And one day they said, no, we can't have this. These kids are too smart. Hell no. We need to turn their parents against them. And so they pushed rock out of the mainstream, and they just started falling money into gangster rap. Why? Because it was scared the hell out of the parents. It was scared the hell out of the adults who actually knew better. The adults who actually knew that these kids are under 26. They don't even have frontal lobes yet. They're going to do the dumb things that's repeated to them in the propagandized music, and they're going to be scuffling with the police. No, the problem's not going to be the police. The police are going to react to the kids. Why are the police going to react to the kids? Because the kids are doing something dumb. Why are they doing something dumb? Because the music is bought and sold for by evil corporations that want to make money. And how do they do that? Because you got a war on drugs. And they can make money doing it. You pour the money out of it, it collapses. That's why I keep saying, in the war on drugs. I don't care nothing about your war on drugs. Your war on drugs is about slavery and authoritarianism and stupidity and putting things where they're not supposed to be. Not supposed to be there. You don't even have the constitutional right to have a war on drugs. Not supposed to be there at all. Mexico, why can't Mexico get their act together as a country? Because the war on drugs is there. It's not supposed to be there. This was a concept that somebody had to make a hell of a lot of money. These corporations either have to go away or they got to be put in a box that doesn't do humanity harm. That's not going to happen if we keep selectively cheering which corporations and industries get to buying government. No, the pharmaceutical industry does not get to keep buying government. That's stupid. I'm going to look at some comments. All right. You know what? It's silly to me. It's silly to me. I just not supposed. We're going to war right now. About to go to war. Was it Israel and Iran, Israel and Syria? Everybody about to go to war because people in places they're not supposed to be. Militaries in places we're supposed to be involved, y'all. This is 2018. 2018. We done been at this for a couple thousand years. Why in the hell do kings and lords still have militaries? Can somebody explain that to me? I mean, I know the answer. I know it's just propaganda. I know it's because you train and you give these kids religions and nationalism and race and tribalism and NFL, and you raise them to be competitive and stupid, and they not stupid, just propagandized, ignorant. And they continue to cheer this idea that the kings and the lords who have always murdered us and invented the whole study of democide, which is the murder of the king's own citizens, and they all continue to murder us. All right, I am going to comments this time. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I sorry. I sorry. It hits a trigger. It does. It does. We don't get to keep our demons like we talked about yesterday. You don't get to have your selective demons, right? All of the demons have to go away. We all been propagandized. We've all been controlled. I used to believe in pharmaceutical drugs. I used to believe in the vaccines and the flu shots. I used to believe in all of that until I actually met some of the scientists who actually work on them. They are experimenting on the general public. They don't know half as much as you think they know. When you see somebody come in a lab coat, I'm not saying be like me. I don't believe nothing they say. Nothing. You prove it. If you can't prove it, you're a hacker. And I have no interest in hacking vaccines, right? Now, mind you, and this is, again, everything is within moderation. Avian flu breakout, birds flying around, chickens pooping on everybody, people start vomiting, throwing out, turning into zombies, running around, chewing on people's necks, and hell yeah, I'm be like pharmaceutical. I'm be taking my shot. I'm gonna take my shot. Give me my shot. Can I have two? Do I need to? But until then, listen. Sustainability, right? If it's not supposed to be there, don't cheer it. You've been propagandized. You don't need it. The human body has its own natural vaccine. I am going. It's just crazy. It's dumb to me. It's dumb. Pakistan, they got a military. I know I'm in the news back again. Pakistan, they're going through their elections. They got military at all the election booths. Not supposed to be there. If you're going to a booth to vote for somebody and you got to have men with automatic assault rifles, something is wrong. That's when people come back together and stop being tribal. Where my lady at, Jenny? Where Jenny at? Jenny. Sister, get on the phone, call somebody. Call the popo. Not supposed to be there. The damn cat. All right. I'm sorry. Breathe. I'm breathing, Crystal. I'm breathing. All right. I'm looking at comments now. All right. Flippy K said angels should YouTube. She said angels don't play these harps. No, they don't. Angels do not. In fact, you know what? That harp might be killing angels. Might just be. I don't know. That's crazy. I couldn't believe the number of commercials on the U.S. television network that endure such a vast array of pharmaceutical products. Yes, Plymouth. Yes, exactly. You see this. This is insanity. The only commercials on TV here anymore are some daggone pharmaceutical or car commercials. Like I think I saw something once. They said 60% of all the commercials on television are pharmaceutical and car commercials. Why is that? I don't know. I can have a theory. I can suspect why. I suspect that they're the ones that the programming is still working. People are still buying cars fast. They're still buying cars. They only drive a car. I know people who only drive a car 1 or 2 years. They'll get rid of it and they'll buy another one. They'll brag to their neighbor, take a picture of it, post it on Facebook, buy another car. This is a good thing. This is a great thing, because it's their cotton of today. That's all it is. It's their cotton of today. They love slavery and they keep, and they've been all right, I know. I'm going to go on the unfair land. They've been propagandized to not understand where all the minerals and everything comes from that actually make those cars go. Those cars go on slavery. That's how those cars go. Those cars go on conflict minerals. And they do well in war. They do well when you destabilize nations. They've destabilized most of South America and almost all of Africa, right? And so the minerals are cheap. So they can make those cars really cheap. They can make a lot of profit so they can afford the commercials. That's my theory. Pharmaceutical industry, same damn thing. They're making a lot of money because they brainwashed everybody into believing this is medicine. This is not medicine. Medicine is supposed to be there. Medicine is holistic. It's natural. It's what it's always been. It works well with your body and has almost no side effects. If it has side effects, it's not medicine. It's a drug. It's a synthetic compound. It's causing problems in your body. And the side effects are just these little flags and indicators going off saying this crap ain't supposed to be in here. Now, mind you, again, my caveat is always this. If it saves your life, that's a whole nother story. If you're about to die, it's a whole nother story. If you're not about to die, don't be stupid. Don't put something in there that's not supposed to be there. But that's your choice. If you want to do that, that's fine. But I think that's why the pharmaceutical company, on the other reason the pharmaceutical companies, because they make money, because they brainwash the vast majority of the nation, and Americans are just druggies walking around looking for their next drug. They just want, I gotta have my drug, gotta have my drug. You know what happened? I used to be in America, in corporate America. You know what people used to do? Special people. I love them. They come into work every day complaining about their problems. Like what's wrong with their body. They'll come into work and they're just like, oh, well, this isn't working, so I gotta take this pill, and this ain't working, I gotta take this pill. Oh, baby, I got worse. My leg ain't working. My leg, because the blood ain't flowing, so I gotta take this and rub this cream on, and I got this methylate, mercurochrome, I got this in the blue bumps growing on the side of my face. Girl, my bodies ain't working. No, my body ain't working. My body better than your body. My body don't do this. And I'm just sitting here like, really? Like y'all are like competing for credit of who gets to take the most drugs that end up killing you down the. I'm just like, but that's why the pharmaceutical commercials are there, because the people are lost. And outside of the fact of the military, you nobody in the military. This is why I always go to the military. I'm about support the troops. But you support the troops by listening to the troops, not the damn politicians. Listen to them, and they'll tell you right there. We had to take the drugs. Pharmaceutical industry selling massive amounts of drugs to not selling them, giving them to the military. Why? I think that they know the epigenetic effects. I know that they know that this helps to turn them into these warriors, the warrior gene. And some of the vaccine caused problems. They don't want stable, compassionate people on the battlefield. They want to take our 19-year-old and 20-year-old kids and turn them into bloodiest murdering people just like they are, who don't have any empathy and don't even think, but they give them all to the military. And of course the military side, which I don't blame the military for anything. I know y'all say, well, you know, they show up on the battlefield, they stop showing up, the war won't happen. I agree with you, but if we keep showing up in corporate America, then they're going to keep finding people to put on the battlefield. That's how profit works. I don't blame the soldiers anymore than I blame people with business suits and briefcases going to work in these big corporations. Same damn thing. But in the military, you're with your troops. You're all lining up. You're about to go in the building. Like this buddy of mine was in the Marines he was telling me about. They're about to go in the building. Here's the drug. Here's the vaccine. Well, wait a minute. Whoa, did this today's training? I got to take this vaccine drug thing. I don't even know what it is. Yeah, well, you got to sign this form, sign a release form. Hoorah! You know, because that's what they do. They walk you into this, hoorah, you know, you're already with your buddies, whatever. They use the gang mentality, NFL thing, get people going, and they take the drugs. What was that drug? Somebody posted a link. The drug, that was screwing up the military. Oh, man, I forgot the name of it. And the problem is there's so many lies and propaganda and crap that you can't even keep up with it all. It was a flu. Was it the flu vaccine, malaria vaccine they were giving to soldiers that was screwing them up, and they finally had to pull it back? It was actually making them go crazy. That's why I'm saying they don't know what they're doing. But that's probably why they're commercials. I'm going back to the comments. That's probably why those are the commercials that dominate. They're the commercials that thrive in war. And America is a war economy. The world right now, money does not make the world go round. Murdering other people and stealing what they have make the world go round. That's why all of this has to change. This is why we have to get rid of all of our propaganda, all of our brainwashing. If you still want to buy drugs, that's fine. That's on you. You know, but don't inject your philosophies, your religion on vaccines on other people. You know, and hey, I personally think some of them might work. I don't know. But I'm not bothering it, because I don't think mankind is as smart as you think he is. I think mankind is a bumbling idiot. So when aliens come back, they talking to the spiders. They ain't talking to us. They're gonna talk to some creatures that actually know what the hell they're doing. They got themselves. They got to act together. Get your act together, man. Who's that? Kevin Hart says that. Get your shit together. I can't say that word. Get your shit together. You know, but we don't have it together. I don't think aliens coming to us. I think they're gonna go to the species that demonstrate intellectual ability, and that is not us. All right. Ann Jacobson, good read. Gerard alluding to it, kind of. Okay, I don't know who Annie Jacobson is. I'll take a look. Plymouth K, thank you so much. DARPA, black budget, yes, Plymouth K. And that's, again, DARPA's not supposed to be there. DARPA, you don't get to have a DARPA. I barely know what DARPA. You know what my only exposure to DARPA is the TV show Lost. Y'all ever watch Lost? Making all of these weapons for murdering people, controlling people, high tech. Government's not supposed to have that, not supposed to be there, baby. It's not supposed to be there. Anything that anybody makes is based on patents that they should not have. Your ancestors made these things, and they made them for the tribe, to help the whole tribe out. And so all of these things that were made, they're for us. They're for humanity. They're not for corporatocracy. You know, and that's the bad spot we're in. This is what I'm saying. Not supposed to be there. All right, let me go to YouTube. I've been denying Facebook. Let me go on over to Facebook. It's a weird thing. To go back and see I see the current comments. I'm gonna try to go back and see some of them. See, I missed something at the top. Sometimes these guys don't even know what they're giving them, what meds are in the vaccine. Yes, Stacy, thank you, Stacy Renee. Exactly, and this is my point. They don't even know. The doctors, because they're indoctrinated, they're propagandized, right? They go through all these classes. In fact, they even have classes in medical school, the doctor friends I talk to, that teach them to build public confidence in how you talk, where you talk, how to win friends and influence people. You know, they talk in certain ways to make you confident in the pharmaceutical industry. Like that, I'm gonna say it that way. They're not trying to make you confident in modern medicine. They're not trying to make you confident in doctors. They're making you confident in pharmaceutical corporations whose bottom line is the bottom line. Corporations who have statistics of how many of you can die and still be profitable. Think about that. That's just, it's some deep, crazy stuff, but I don't think people really think about these things. Oh, dang it, I didn't even share. I got to share I got my own video. Not supposed to be there is important. I think this lady, Jenny Bizzlebot with the cell phone, I think we need to listen to her. I think she was on to something, y'all. You know, and so, but here's an interesting thing. So when she reported the black people barbecuing, it was good. I didn't know they had laws against black people barbecuing, y'all. I didn't know that. Because I live in Pennsylvania. How am I supposed to know what's happening on the West Coast? I thought everybody could barbecue and use charcoal. I know. I'm just playing. I know it was about charcoal. But my point is that when these things happen, it's important that you show who you really are, because then it allows us to make fixes in society. That's what I'm saying. I love offense. Offense is good. When people get offended, that's when we grow as a people, because then it can start those conversations where we can actually talk about the nonsense that goes on. We need to break down the barbecue black people laws. We're gonna get rid of them, you know. My goodness. It's getting hot in here. I gotta turn my air conditioner on. Let me see. Oh wow, our comments moving too fast. I don't trust any of them. Went too fast. Yeah, I don't trust any of them. I don't trust a daggone corporation. Not one of them. I'm gonna show you something. Can I show you something? I'll show you something. I don't like to do the news, but I still keep an eye on it. I don't have two eyes on it. I have one eye. Still international news. But at a certain point, we do still have to know what happens in our society. Look at this. This is a good example of them controlling the conversation. This is a great example of them controlling both sides of an argument. Let me show you this. See if you can pick out whether or not they're having the right discussion. See if you can pick out how it's controlled opposition. Let me show you this. This was China. Oh, let's see if I can show you this clear. Do I have it set up right? All right, yeah, I got it set up right. All right, let me show you this. Right here, right here. I want y'all to watch this right here. See if you can pick up how they control both sides of the conversation.
Babies, not adults, he added. This mother is especially concerned. Her one-year-old son was inoculated for rabies last month. He has a fever, and the scandal has heightened her anxiety.
My son was born very weak. He always has fevers. Now his dad and I don't know if it's related to the fake vaccines.
In China, vaccinations to prevent diseases like tetanus, whooping cough and rabies are free. But now some parents no longer trust the made-in-China versions.
If these free Chinese vaccines cannot meet correct safety standards, I will have to think about buying imported vaccines.
So far, there have been no reports of children harmed by the vaccine or having contracted rabies. The Chongshun biotechnology company in northeast China produced the fake vaccines. Executives have now admitted falsifying test results for its rabies vaccine. Production is halted. All vaccines are being recalled.
This is the biggest problem. Do you see what they did there? They build this belief system and, vaccines work. And so they're not even debating if the vaccine works. That's not even a part of the discussion. It's you didn't give us the good American vaccines. We want the good ones. Mind you, they could be the same exact vaccines here that don't work. but they control the conversation. But just watching the news alone, it walks you into this belief, like it reinforces propaganda over and over and over that, oh man, that's bad. They didn't give them the vaccines. Instead of questioning, should they even be taking that crap? Should they should they be eating some healthy organic food, putting their kids in some mud, sending them out to play? It's not even a question. They don't even allow questioning of the brainwashing. That's how deep this is. That's how crazy and lost it is. But these corporations got to go, and we can't do that if we keep buying from. Somebody just said, who said that? Lisa, stop buying anything from China. And exactly, because we shouldn't buy anything from China. That's stupid. That is dumb. It's not sustainable. Why would we buy anything for China that can be made in your own country? Why? Oh, because it's cheaper and I don't care about Chinese kids. So they can get 5-year-olds and shove them in a factory. And I'm okay with that as long as I get my iPhone. It's okay that people jumping off of buildings and dying, committing suicide to make my iPhone, because I'm good with that. But I'm against slavery. Slavery's bad. You can't show up to the Occupy Wall Street rally with fresh Nikes. It doesn't work that way. Which is what I was thinking about the other day. To me, I think logos have actually become national flags. I see people who are just as in love and indoctrinated and brainwashed by these labels, right? Because that's how they do. They make people believers of their religion. Think about that. Like, that's crazy. I'm just beginning to really understand the depth of that. I was listening more to Edward Bernays this morning. I think Corbett did a bit on Edward Bernays, and I was listening to that this morning. Like, we are so lost in this nonsense. It's sick. It's sick. But this is why we always go back to the mirror, right? The mirror is how we fix this. When you start to look at yourself and you realize that you're standing behind asbestos. Like, nah, asbestos is good, man. Listen, get that teddy bear. Get that baby a asbestos teddy bear. The corporation says it's okay, so it has to be safe. Maybe we need to have a conversation about trust. Who do you trust? And why do you trust them? Like, I am 10 times more likely to trust a person than a corporation. A corporation has none of my interest in mind. Not at all. Not if I fall in that 20% that they're okay with me dying. People have a vested interest in me. People don't always have a vested interest in lying to me because I probably ain't gonna buy what they're selling me anyway. I disbelieve everything for the most part. But corporations will always lie to you. They will always brand something. They'll always do that because their bottom line is the bottom line. Corporations aren't people. Y'all know that saying? People, corporations, they're not people. They're not. They're overlords that run the government. They're gods. They're deities. They're Jesus Christ. Corporations save, y'all. They save. My Lord and Savior, Nike and Reebok. All right. Oh, they froze me. Somebody said, Anthony, they froze. Yeah, I do that. They'll play with it. I don't get it. It's just like, Jesus don't save no more, but damn it. Merck does. Merck saves. Merck died on the cross for my sins. Coke died Coke walked on water. And it's just we're so lost in it. Crazy now. They build safety nets outside the buildings of Foxconn in China, so they bounce. Yes, Plummy K, and that's because that's a sustainable solution, right? The solution isn't to stop using slave labor in China to feed the people in the West buying the damn phones. What's the sustainable solution? To put nets under the building so the slaves bounce. So Americans can keep having their cotton. That's the solution. That's the actual. This is how nuts it is. This is what I'm saying. Like, in every country, it's all the same damn thing. Everywhere, same damn hypocrisy, same damn propaganda, same damn brainwashing. And we got to grow up. We got to look in the mirror. We got to slay and exercise our demons. Exercise your demons. We got to exercise, not exercise them. Don't exercise your demon on my thread. Listen, first of all, number one, I don't play that, and my friends don't play that. They don't play that. These people got facts. These people hit you up. I may not be there. I might have to go pick my cotton, but one of my friends gonna hit you with a fact. You be careful. These people got some facts. These are the people that teach me. All right, I wasn't that smart till I started dealing with these people. Like, oh, damn, is that real? If you come over here, don't exercise your demons. Don't come over here, give them some Nikes and some sweat socks and a Fitbit and have them run on the treadmill. I don't exercise your demons here. Here we exercise demons. Here we get the cross and the holy water out, called truth and facts. All right, it's called reason and common sense. You don't get to put anything in anybody else because you aren't anybody else. If you're backing corporations that sell vaccines, you need to go sit in, what is the booth with the Catholics? What y'all do? Y'all go sit in the booth and y'all confess to the guy that rapes the kid. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's all right. I'm saying, all right. Y'all go sit in the booth and y'all talk to the guy that's supposed to not be diddling the kids, and you confess your sins because you looked at somebody and you coveted somebody else's wife while the priest is back there with somebody other kid. All right, I'm sorry. But yeah, it's a confession thing. It's a personal thing. It's a personal thing of just being okay to be right. That doesn't make your argument right. And you're still wrong. You still can't put that crap in children. It's a corporate product. It's snake oil. Maybe sometimes it works, because snake oil can work sometimes. There was an ad I was about to put out there the other day. Did you know they used to sell snake oil to stop the shedding of skin? Because why? It makes sense. Because snakes have skin and they shed skin. So if you take a snake and grind it up in a grinder and put it in a bottle and rub it on your head, you'll stop shedding skin and you'll stop getting sunburn. And people believe that crap. Never trust corporations. Never. They're not there to be trusted. They're not there to be worshiped. They're there to make money, and they'll make their money off of you being stupid. They will make money killing your children. They will make money. You know what really finally got me off of the vaccine boat is when I finally met the first kid who got an autoimmune condition from them damn vaccines. That's when I picked up my phone. I was Jenny. That's when I picked my phone up. That's like, hey, Popo, hey, it's people over here. They got barbecues and vaccines, and they're pumping them in people, and they're hurting people. You go ahead and meet your first, I met a nurse, and she was just like, the kid was okay this day. We gave him the vaccine. Within 24 hours, the kid was discombobulated, eyes all over the place, just gone, lost to the world. Stop. Keep your propaganda to yourself. That's when I got upset. I don't mess with no kids. I pick up my phone. Damn it, I call. Think I'll call? I call. I call quick as anything. Hold on. I got to change my background. I love this lady. Y'all mad at her. I don't know why y'all so mad at her. I love her. Hang on. I'm going to change my background just because I love her so much. I can't believe somebody did that. Y'all hilarious. They didn't put this behind it. I got to go down. I got to download it. I'm sorry. It's important to me. It's important. I got to change my background, y'all. It's important to me. I believe in the accuracy of pictures, and pictures are good because when people see pictures, and if you join late, you didn't see the first picture. I think you need to tell on people. I think we need to go back to telling the black people ain't supposed to barbecue. They're not supposed to get together. Hold on, let me say that. All right, this is what it's supposed to look like right there. I don't know who made that meme, but that's the funniest thing I think I've seen in a while. It's in comparison to Deb's video. In comparison to Deb Pinella. I wish I could do what she does. I wish I could make a video called, what's it called? Shut the F up. All right, shut the F up. If you were telling a woman what to do with her body, shut the F up. If you were telling children what to put in it, shut the F up. If you were telling another sovereign country how they're supposed to live, shut the F up. If you were telling anybody anything that none of us know, if you're trying to take anybody else's free will, you need to watch Debbie Pinella's video, and y'all need to just play it over and over till you realize that that's not how this world works. This world works when you leave people alone. Let them live their lives. Give them self-determination. Damn it. Let them go to Washington. I love this lady. I'm sorry. I do. She's helping us, y'all. She's helping. This is what I get. I don't have no problems with Trump. I got no problems with him. He's helping us. He's showing us who we really are. America was confused, discombobulated, run amok. We was eating bacon and eggs, smoking cigarettes. We didn't realize that everything was controlled. Buying our cars, smartphones, upgrading all the damn time. Had no idea that we were murdering people all over this world to have. We need her. She need to run for government. That's what she need to do. She need to tell on people. That's it. Tell on people. You know, that's why I'm good with it. I'm good with the outrage. The outrage is going to make the world great again because it's going to back America down. This, you know what? I got any Trump friends out here? Y'all trying? I don't know if y'all still. I don't know why y'all still call each other Trump. Number one, nobody gives a damn who you voted for. No one does, right? Now, if you're blind and you're carrying a flag or something and you standing up for the corporations and politicians and you going to support them, see, I don't know what to say to you, but you know how to make me clap for Trump? I don't think I've done that yet. No, what did I do? I might have. I don't know. Nobody heard it though. It was real quiet. I did not hear y'all. I wouldn't show that to nobody. I didn't do it for Obama neither. Yeah. So isolate America, because the whole world is turning on America now, and that's good. It's important. The world should be turning because it's not America. It's not American. The greatest thing you can do for the American patriot and the American people is to turn on us, because you're not turning on us. You're turning on massive corporations that are dominating the world, that have completely taken over our country because we're gaslit and we believe the propaganda that comes on television. That's number one. If he isolates America, that's a wonderful thing. Because we got, we've been bad. We deserve a little spanking. We need a little wake up. Then we need to spank ourselves. That's what we need. America needs to be isolated and we need to spank ourselves. That'll hurt. Price of bread might go up to $5 a loaf. I don't know. But the price of bread wasn't never supposed to be 50 cents a loaf. To be when you're not building up a society on sustainable murder and war. That's got to go away. When you're building up a society on injecting kids with experimental vaccines all over this planet, that's got to go away. All of that has to go. We don't get to keep that. So I'm okay. Isolate America. That's how we learn. Sometimes you get in trouble and you got to sit in the corner. Y'all ever sit in that corner? Remember grade school used to get in trouble? I know y'all didn't. I did. I was a little bad sometimes. You get in trouble, the teacher make you go get your chair. And then we didn't have the chairs, y'all. We had the chair with the desk. We had the desk chair. Y'all, I'm a little old. I had them. So you had to carry this big, heavy, and it was metal. It's probably made out of aluminum. Big, heavy metal desk, carried to the back of the room, boom, put it in the back of the room. Now turn it around. Don't look at the class. You bad teacher, you bastard. You turn the chair around. Sit in your corner like this, just by yourself on your desk. Now don't talk to nobody. You got to sit there the rest of the class in the corner. Man, that's some tyranny. But that's what America needs right now. Sometimes you got to sit in a corner. Sometimes you got to sit in a corner to grow up. About time we sit in this corner. All right. Clap for no politician. Clap for a message that's good for the human condition, and they take the action on. Yes, I think that was Brother Gellner Glenn. I forgot. I moved too fast. Yes, don't clap for people. They're just people. Clap for an action. Clap for a policy. Clap for something that helps people. Clap for something that fits up with your atheist natural law. Clap up for something that fits up with your actual religion, your 10 commandments of leave people alone, love them, go eat with the hookers and buy them some bagels and some bacon donuts. Did y'all see that? I try to post something. I try to be real, trying to teach something. Y'all making jokes. Damn it. They had a bacon, it was a bacon donut. Did y'all see that? They was in the 1950s, they were selling a bacon, it's a donut. And they stuffed bacon in between, and it's a bacon donut, a bacon nut. You're like, oh yeah, that looked delicious. I eat that, I want some of that. I'm like, that's not the point. That's not the point. Bacon kill people, man. And it doesn't work out too good for the pig neither. But it's bad because you propagandize and people fall for it. So, all right, what else we got? Pharmaceutical companies experimented on American indigenous children with pox. Many children died for that. Whoa, Rachel, that's deep. I didn't know that. It wasn't in the tip of my Rolodex. So it's possible, my mental Rolodex. It's possible that, it's just too much. It's just too much crap though. Like Rachel, it's too much. There's so much crazy stuff that's going on. There's so much dastardly things that we've done. It's hard to keep track of it. And that's why I think not supposed to be there is important. Because in your example, what's not supposed to be there? You got Native American kids. I'm part Cherokee, by the way, Cherokee Nation. I don't even know what that means, but not yet. I'm a study. I got to do some study. I don't know anything about my Cherokee family. I don't know nothing about them yet. But look, you see Cherokee. What did Dave Chappelle say? Y'all remember Dave Chappelle? Here's a good example. And not supposed to be there. He said, I didn't know that the American entity was still here, the American Indian. He said, I saw a gathering of them. There were about 1,500 of them. I'm trying to do my Dave Chappelle voice. I saw a gathering of 1,500 Native Americans. It was a place in New Mexico called Walmart. He said, Walmart. When you start to see indigenous people, obviously, in a massive place like Walmart, not supposed to be there. That's not their culture. That's not what they're supposed to be doing. It's not a sustainable government. It's not sustainable to buy from Target and Walmart and big box stores. Those are sustainable people. They come from a sustainable, proud history. It's not supposed to be there because what you just said, they grab their kids, they put them in these indoctrinated schools like we do, most of us every morning, and shove the kids off to school and make them buy into this crap. Not supposed to be there. You use not supposed to be there to figure out where you're being brainwashed. So Mary Lynn, Chappelle was silenced by the machine. Yeah, he was, but he left. You know, and this is why I appreciate what he did, though, because what happened, y'all know the history of Chappelle, right? He went and did the deal, whatever, and I'm gonna get the numbers wrong, but it was something like he did some sort of set of concerts or whatever, supposed to make, or the TV show, whatever, supposed to make something like $500 million. And his cut was supposed to be something ridiculous, like in the hundreds of millions of dollars, and they just refused to pay him. They're like, no, we're not gonna pay you that. Not supposed to be there. There's a lady, Jenny. Hollywood put a Jenny on. Like, no, you're like young guy, bald-headed, black, whatever, from the Washington, D.C. area. No, we're not paying you $150 million for this. That's just not going to happen. Not supposed to be there, buddy. We're calling the CEO. We're not going to pay Dave. We're not paying Dave. Nope, we're not paying Dave. Okay, we're not paying Dave. Okay, not paying Dave. Okay, Dave, we're not paying you. And Dave was like, F it. He got the hell out of there. You know, because he had the contract, but he left. And so that's why you walk away, because he didn't walk away from 50 million. They say he walked away from $50 million. It was more than that. Go look at his story. He'll tell you the story. He says it now. But he came back and they silenced him. So I have a lot of respect for Dave Chappelle. I have a lot of respect for him saying give Trump a chance. Y'all remember that? I have respect for that. He's not that gaslit that he believes that, you know, these presidents are great. I think that he has to operate in the realms of entertainment. You can't be big or get big in entertainment if you sell out to a certain degree. My problem with Dave, because he's a raw dude, comes back, still throws the N-word around more than your white nationalists in the KKK. And y'all okay with that, right? Yeah, I am. I grew up, I thought that was my name. All my friends called me that. But I guess he had a concert, Mary. He had a concert not too long ago. And he was talking about, I want to say it was transgender. He had a joke about Bruce. You can't say that no more. It's I forgot her name. Something Jenner. It was not Bruce Jenner. It was I don't know her name. Anyway, her. And he had a joke about it. And he got in trouble. And he said he never apologized for his jokes. They're just jokes, people. They're just comedians. I come from a time where people had thicker skins, right? Thicker skins. The comedians back in the day, they wouldn't let you take your group too seriously. They wouldn't. Back when Whoopi was Whoopi, y'all remember back when Whoopi was Whoopi? When Whoopi was Whoopi, she joked about everybody. Yeah, but that was back when she probably smoked crack and did drugs and everything else. Everything that she said she probably doesn't do on The View. I never watched The View, but I don't think Whoopi's Whoopi no more. Whoopi's like an old lady that now just, she got to go along with the entertainment industry. It's what Hollywood requires. But, you had Robin Williams and Robin Harris and Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor. You had all these people who told you, George Carlin, exactly what they thought. Andrew Dice Clay, you were not allowed to have thin skin. You had to have thick skin, which is a great thing. We weren't in this political correctness apocalypse, which is where we are today. This is up to you kids, not up to me. Young people, y'all want to keep going the way of, babying each other and stuff, tightening each other's diapers. I'm fine. I'm fine with all of that. I don't have any parts of that. In terms of jokes, you don't apologize for any jokes. That's the only issue I have with Dave Chappelle anyway. Is he backed down from it? And he should have kept going hardcore. These are just jokes, people. They're not meant to offend you. Jokes are meant to make you laugh. They're meant to make you have a good time. They're meant to make us laugh at ourselves and each other. They bring people together. They teach us that we're all just these propagandized, indoctrinated little silly people into these labels. So I'm good with comedians, but that was the only issue I had with Dave Chappelle when he came back. Still funny as hell. A little deeper voice, a lot bigger. Not this little skinny, skinny weed smoking funny guy with the big ears and a little head, But that's my only gripe with him. You got to be true to who you are. And he grew up in a time where the comedians were true. They weren't phony and false. They kept people well-rounded. Cesar Wright, yin and yang, what triggers you? What triggers me? I still got my triggers. Everybody got their triggers. Everybody got their triggers. The only thing I ask people do is start working on your triggers. Start removing them, because the triggers were put there by corporations. The triggers were put there by advertising and propaganda. So I do my best to get rid of all the triggers I can. Vaccines is one of my triggers. It's a trigger for me. You tell me you're about the truth. You're about self-determination and leave people alone, but you want to hold on to your own little corporate lies. You want to hold on to your own little corporate hubris. Scientific hubris, calling things that are unscientific science. Now, the things that are based on scientific ideology, scientific methods, scientific experiments, but when there's other science that says that your science is not science, then it's just all still theory. It's all still an experiment. Those are my triggers. When people call things science, when they call corporations products science, that's one of my triggers. I work on it. I don't get upset anymore, though. I just look at it like, I kind of feel sorry for people who still believe these corporations. I really do. My heart goes out to them, but I try to clarify to them that they're just corporations, right? They just try to trick you and fool you and make a lot of money. I was happy when TPP was junked till I heard it was coming back again. Exactly, Cesar. And that was it. It was supposed to go away. It was totally supposed to go away, but it did not completely go away because we didn't back it to go away. But some of us saw that coming. Trump's not allowed to make his own decisions, just like Obama couldn't make his own decisions, right? So these things, they come and they stick. Whoopie needs some whoopie. All right, Mark, I'm not going to say that. I got to go. Brother Mark said whoopie needs some whoopie. Everybody needs some whoopie. All right, I'm not even going to go down that path. Y'all take it down that path. It's going to get messy. I'm not going there literally. Triggers reveal the shadow shite, your personal Satan download. Yes, Mary, you got it. Mary on the last comment today. Triggers reveal your shadow stuff, which is why I don't have any issue with this lady. Where's she? Right here? Right here? I don't have any issues with her. I think she's wonderful. I do. I love her. Because she was being true to who she is. The people I have an issue with are the people who aren't true. The people who are fake and phony. The people who still carry the corporation's propaganda and don't act on it. She acted on it. she acted on it. She gonna be famous. She acted on it. She let it out. And now we can talk about it. Be who you are, be honest with what you are, but then be allowed to be wrong. I want to see her on TV come back out and say, you know what? I was wrong. I was bad. Black people can now barbecue in America. It's okay. All right, that's it. I'm done. Thank you, Mary. Listen, thanks, everybody. I got to run. Y'all have a wonderful day now. I'm out of here. This is Gerard, and I didn't know what this show is called, but y'all have a great day now. If it's not supposed to be there, you've been brainwashed into believing it's supposed to. I'm out. Bye-bye.